All right, folks, Tommy Cowett here on the lawn with you, and as you can see, things are really beginning to wake up here. Spring 2017. Look at these massive pansies that Rodney gave me, traded me for some Osmocote. And of course, these were fed with Osmocote, so they're just bursting in bloom as we wake up here in the spring. I've been given a task here. I'm kind of funny. I've got my garden hose. It's quite a bit chilly. And Wayne Leopold, the famous Wayne Leopold, stopped by yesterday with a request. He got 100 feet of hose, which up here by the entrance of the Brant Ridge Homeowners Association, there was some shrubbery planted. And the shrubbery was suffering because no one would water. And the company who had planted it were charging $150 to come plant those two beds by the entrance and another bed up the street. So, Neighborhood Association has now commissioned me to plant. But today, we're going to be putting in a fence. Just want to show you how this lawn just received an application this past week. And it looks like I might have to do some mowing. Another thing I want to show you is, look at this schmackma all over the place. Gametophyte coming from that maple. This is just nasty. This was not here yesterday. I just washed off the truck yesterday of the same stuff. So, achoo! We're getting tons and tons of pollen. The pollen counts are off the charts. And this stuff is just so nasty. We've got a lot of oak to look forward to. And I can see on the lens there right now that I see the pollen dust on the lens. So, folks, waking up, we're going to go do a little fence job. I'm just giving you a little bit of a look at some of the things that are waking up here in the lawn. The lawn's really taking on a really good color after just an application just a few days ago. So we're starting to green up, and let's go do some work, get something done. We'll make some money. I'm going to be putting in a fence, so and probably a fence post that will not require much concrete. All right, folks, Tommy Cowett here, back at the tiny house. And you can hear the dogs barking. That's why I'm here. They've torn up some of the landscaping I put in. Steven's trying to grow some raised beds down here. He knows it's going to be a problem. They don't want to play in the grass. They want to play over here in the garden. They can't have that. They've been peeing on some of the shrubs. As you can see, some of this, they've uprooted a few. It's all part of dealing with dogs. Look what they've done to these arborvitaes, if you go back to the earlier video. We're going to be fencing them off back here so they can't go around, because they'll do that. And then over here, we're going to install a fence and a gate. Now, what I'm dealing with here is the fact that there used to be a gigantic tulip poplar right here where the gate is going to be. And I hit it a couple times, and been trying to dig away at that root down there. It's just rock solid root. I managed to get about a foot down. But that's going to be a gate post, and that's actually the post that's going to bear the most weight, because the gate is going to swing out this way when it's done. So, what do you do when you can't really put in a lot of concrete? Can't really go down like 2 feet with a post. Well, thanks to some ingenuity from some urban homesteaders and other homesteaders. By the way, the owners of this is Stephen and Chris, and they have a YouTube channel called Urbits. URBITS, if you're interested in checking out the progress of what they're doing in an urban gardening. They've got their tote set up just about, and they might even be getting into some aquaponics. But basically what I'm going to do is install a key. This 2x6 will be at the base of the post, down in the ground on either side. 2 keys of that post which will keep the post from swinging in toward the load of the gate. I'll also put one on that one as well, because that vein of that root runs all the way under there. So let's get started on this. I'll show you what I mean. I've even ruined my chainsaw blade, and I understand there is one made for roots, a root chain for chainsaw, but I've not seen that and I can't find it. I managed to get down another 4 inches on this one. Okay, so we're going to install the key, then we're going to pour it with concrete. That should give us plenty of stability. It's going to be a 5-foot gate to keep dogs out. Rest of this construction is going to be wire fence. This is going to be a wood gate. All right, folks, I'll show you how we do this. I've already got post holes dug for everything else. All right, bear with me. All right, folks, here we are back here at the tiny house late in the afternoon. Just want to show you what's been going on here. I've got all my corner posts in, basically already cemented. Use these batter boards basically to hold the post upright. Everything's really good and level. As you can see, we're going to leave the height on these because Stephen's going to put some hanging baskets on them. But the fencing, as you can see, as I mentioned before, is this metal fencing. The gate is actually going to be wood, but I've got to do block to bring that fence up. So I've got a level area here up to that post so the dogs can't dig out underneath it and get in. Over there it won't be so much of an issue. Got another fence post and another fence going in back around the side. Take you around here. This is ryegrass. So you can see that one. That's another post with the fence to keep them from going beyond the tiny house. Yeah, this is perennial ryegrass. We tried to get a lawn here. Hey, we're 80% in. But this soil was so hard from all the sand rock. Okay, now I want to talk about this key system. Basically, I'm going to be, there's a stump down below here that it's just, you could, if you were here, you could smell it, and this is what it's made out of. It's starting to stink. It smells like methane gas, but it's an old poplar tree that was here, and I was only able to go down about 1 foot for the gate. So that's not stable enough. So I got 1 foot in, I'm gonna cement it, and then I'll be lag bolting this guy into here with 2 lags on that side to add some stability. The keys, I'll screw those into that side, and that'll just keep, since the gate is going to be mounted on this side, opening this way, most of the pressure on the gate will be pulling it that way from the hanging gate. So that's going to help pull it that way, and then whatever cement I'll have in between and that key, it will keep it and give it a lot more stability. So that's all I've got to work with, very little. I mean, I'm still going to cement it, but that is a key system, and it really works well. I've seen it done, and I want to give kudos off. Let me get this in, and I'll give kudos to the other YouTubers who helped me discover this. All right, folks, be back in a minute. We'll be back just shortly. Hang in there and bear with me. All right, folks, things are moving along really good here. Daytona 500 just started. I want to show you, I wanted to say who I learned this from on YouTube. Blake Kirby, and he did a really good video about laying some fence posts for animals. These are homesteaders. He learned it from another YouTuber named Tommy Alderman. You can look both of these guys up on YouTube. But this whole idea of keeping it steady, it's pretty solid already with the lags in there. Got it bolted in a little bit. Now I'm going to pour some cement on that. But this is going to support a fence post, not a heavy fence, a 36-foot gate. that'll be right there, and I'll continue to show you how I'm going to hang that gate and everything, and all the stability. Just wanted to give a hats off to Blake Kirby and Tommy Alderman for this idea, because I can't go any lower than 12 inches. All right, folks. All right, folks, end of the day. Here we are. We got our posts all set. I want to thank Mr. Kirby, Jake, and Mr. Tommy Alderman for the idea on setting fence posts without any cement. Although I did use cement and lag screws and the key method. Hopefully to keep this sucker as sturdy as possible. Looks like it's going to hold up real well. All right, folks, signing out here from the tiny house in Greensboro, North Carolina. All right, folks, well, here we are back the following weekend on the gate fence job. Keep some dogs out. Just want to show you how this key worked. Man, that is just solid. These keys, that's just solid. That post is in there really good. Of course, these posts are in real good too. Nice and tight. And now we're going to use the metal fencing. And for these two ends and that end, then I'm going to be putting in a wooden gate. I've also got a fence area down there to fence the dogs out from going around the tiny house and getting over here. They don't want them in this garden area. It's going to be awesome. All right, folks, bear with us. Show you how this is done. All right, folks, so I want to talk about putting in this little bit of a wall here with these solid cinder blocks. And what I did was I want to get about level with that patio up there and see I'm drawing a line. So I'm level there. This is going to be the top of the wall. That line you see right there with the cinder blocks. So I've got it marked completely level here. Just marked it and scored it, of course, with the speed square. So we're in. We know where we need to get our wall in. Let's get our wall in place first. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, folks. So we got our wall in, basically. That's going to keep the dogs out. I figured I'd stagger them just a little bit, give them a little more stability, and go with that. And that looks like it's going to work just fine. All right, folks, bear with us. I'm going to get that in, start cutting some fence. I came up 2 blocks short, so I'm going to have to make another trip to the big box. And then the way I want to install this is with this wire fencing part. Cut them to strips, put them in with some U-nails, and then I'm going to put 2x4 over the outside of that. And that should look pretty good. All right, folks, bear with us. All right, folks, so you can see where we're going with this, basically. It's hot dip galvanized wire welded fencing, and I'm just getting that in. I came up 2 blocks short. I'm going to have to pick up tomorrow, and I need a third for over there. But basically, I'm putting them in with these U-nails, basically. Getting that in, and then I'm going to frame it over with the 2x4s over the top, give it some stability. So you can see how that's coming along. I'll probably slide those back. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Whatever looks best at the end. Hey, it is what it is. Let's keep them doggies out. All right. Let's keep moving with this. We'll cut some more 2x4. Hey, Boris, how you doing? And you, Pookie. These are the reasons we're putting this fence in. I just want to show you. I just installed this little coin in the middle of this wall, and it is just going to lock it up tight. It is locked up tight as can be. Boris is after my cookie. Just had a cookie. But basically, using this concrete saw, cutting one of those and making a coin. It's going to hold up real well. Oh, the dogs. Well, this is going to keep them out of the back, going around the other side of the fence. Just installed this nice siding fence. So anyway, we're going to keep them out best we can. All right, folks, end of the day. I'm tired. The race just started. Just want to show you how I got this fencing framed up here around the gate. The only thing left to do now is to, as you can see, that's really nicely in there. No dogs are getting through here. Got our coin in. Everything's solid. There's no chance of boars getting in here. Last thing we got to do is to hang the gate. I'm gonna do that at home. I'm gonna construct that at the house and then hang that gate as it will come out this way, swinging out into the garden this way. All right, folks, end of the day. Signing out for now. Next thing's gonna be hanging the gate. Have a great one. All right, folks, Tommy Cowett here, back on the lawn in the garden and looking at this gate. Here we go. All right, so I took the fence and actually built the gate at home and installed these hinges. Pretty simple. This gate is going to open outward this way. Just got it nailed up and shimmed on the bottom, holding it in place. Now I'm going to screw this into place. Put a couple pilot holes here. Drill some pilot holes and then sink some screws, and then we'll put the latch on. Basically, the construction here is 2x6 with 1x4, all screwed down with good decking screws, and got this angled piece you'll see in a second when I go to the other side, but right now I'm going to go ahead and get this hinge screwed. All right, here's Chris Martin, and here we go. Okay, guys, this is the keeper slot for the keeper. You call this a keeper bar. Just installed the latch, and that's what it does. It can be accessed from both ends. A lot of times they put these holes in them for like a string. If this fence is like up here, that you could pull on that string and it'll unlatch it from the other side. But with this case, this can be latched from both sides. Just line that up and give you a little shot of this from a distance. So that's it. Looks like a little farm down there. It is. It's an urban farm. The Urbits are going to be down here doing some serious gardening. And that's it, folks. So there's a lot of ways to do this. I'm a simple carpenter. This is built really sturdy, tough. The dogs are not getting in. We've got them walled out. We'll just drop this extension cord down and we'll be good to go. All right, fence and gate. That's it, folks. Want to learn more about this stuff, go subscribe to the channel, like the video if you do, and call me if you'd like. Tommy Cowett here on the lawn. Oh, look at that. Look, it's a test. They can't get through. It actually is working. Look, I'm down here and you guys are over there. And there's no way to get through here. Ah, sorry. Ah, well. It's serving its purpose. They're locked out.